Hi there, and welcome to our weekly reading. This is for the week of May 28th through June 3rd. Gasp. How did we ever get to June? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's find out what our card is for this week and what its energetic message is, okay? We're working with the Star Child Tarot Akashic deck, by the way. And our card is, oh, Strength. Yeah, lots of purple in that card, isn't there? It's reminding me of the amethyst equation, as I just heard, that came up earlier this month, and how important amethyst could be in helping us to manage the new energy streams coming through. So let's find out what our message is. We notice that we will ask for you to be aware of your inner strength, to be aware of your inner fortitude, to be aware that you are more powerful, stronger than you oftentimes believe yourself to be. We do not say this for you to be as a superhuman. We do not say this that you take this as a sign that you are meant to be stronger for the purpose of display of emotions. We ask for you to be in awareness. The strength we speak of is that of your soul. It is of your soul breath, you might say. And ask yourself, what might a soul breath have in store? What might a soul breath bring into the body that would be beneficial? Okay, soul breath. That's the first time I've heard that phrase. How about you? So when I think of a soul breath, well, first of all, think about just taking a breath in general. If we optimize our breath, we take it in so that it opens up the floor of our diaphragm, permitting our lungs to fill to capacity. We will probably feel it in our rib cage. We might feel it in our spine. And that sort of a breath is one that is sustaining. It's strong. It's a strong breath. And notice that I didn't make a big deal of taking that sort of a breath in. I just put my awareness to it. I was really aware of the mechanics of my body. So, when we then consider a soul breath, understand that, of course, it is not the mechanics of the human body. It is the mechanics of the heart, the soul heart. Yeah, sometimes we've been asked before to put our hand on our heart center and to breathe into our hand. And it's an interesting way to receive a breath because our lungs are lower than that. They are more in our rib cage, right? And up here, our sternum, it isn't even really where our heart is. Our heart's over here. So it's really an energetic breath, and that's the point being made here. When we take a soul breath, we might want to envision or feel, sense in some way that it is as though there are lungs here, that there is a diaphragm here, and allow energy to flow to that area in a way that fills those vessels, that vessel. And what happens then? I'm noticing there's so much energy gathering here. I'm feeling it right up to my chin. It's a lot of energy, and I feel like it's still expanding. That sort of strength, and I do want to speak also to the strength that was mentioned about display of emotions. That sort of strength sustains us equally as that beautiful deep intake of breath to fill our lungs. More so even, because it, where we naturally have to expel a breath and then take it back in again, with our soul, I don't necessarily feel that that's the case. As long as we keep remembering to allow that energy to flow in, it's going to just continue resuscitating itself, as I just heard. Okay? Really interesting things we're talking about here. The display of emotions. What they were meaning about that is that we as humans often see strength in refraining from displaying our emotions. And that is not strength. It is not strength. I'm going to say that again. It is not strength. So strength this week. And once again, I really invite you to consider, as I will be considering, why this message is important this week. Why is it that we are called to be more aware of our strength? How will that help us? What might that impact? Okay? All right, my dears, that's what I have for you for this week. I hope that it is a beautiful week for you. I hope it's a heart strong, soul strong week for you. And until next time, you take really good care. Lots of love.